What is up, you guys? Yeah, there's no backlog. There's no real backlog video today. This is the wrap up for the month. Now, what's happening is so that I don't get burned out, you guys don't get bored of these videos. I decided that after 4 weeks of doing the backlog, I'm going to do a wrap up video on the last Friday, and then take a week off. And what I do in that wrap up video is just rate the games that I reviewed from worst to best, just to kind of tie everything together in a nice little bow, and to kind of set that as a stopping point for that set of the backlog videos. I think it'd be a fun idea. Makes it kind of easy on me, allows me to kind of take a week off, and work on other projects, or just, of course, take the week off. And so nothing's changing. I'm still uploading on Saturdays and stuff like that. I'm just taking this next week off of the backlog. But anyways, let's get right into the rating of the games. So, number 19, we have Roadrunner. I was severely disappointed in this game. Growing up, I had access to the channel Boomerang, and I watched a lot of Looney Tunes and stuff like that growing up, and I grew up with the the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons, actually, in some way. And so this game kind of disappointed me, because I was kind of like, okay, it's Tengen, they made the better version of Tetris, they look cool in a collection, I'll pick it up. I was excited to try it out. Apparently it's an arcade game. I thought, it can't be that bad. There were a lot of licensed games from this era that were actually pretty decent. And a lot that were garbage, and this is one of the garbage ones. This is one of the crappy ones. This wasn't like your Flintstones. This wasn't like your DuckTales. This one was pretty crappy. So, yeah, this is why it gets the number 19 spot, mostly because of disappointment. It was crappy. It was frustrating to play. I hated playing it the whole way through. Just a mess. For number 18, we have Ninja Hattori-kun. This is a cartoon I didn't grow up watching, so I'm probably slightly less disappointed in this, but this is an extremely monotonous game. I'm sure it gets more interesting as it goes along, but for the hour that I've played of this game, I just can't get into it. It's not fun. I'm not enjoying it. The sprite work's horrible. It's just not. It's not very good. Sorry. It looked promising, but what are you gonna do? So for number 17, we have the Doraemon game for the Famicom. This also looked very promising, and I've always been fascinated with the character of Doraemon. I've watched, a few episodes of the show, but it is for kids, for young kids, so I haven't watched like a ton of it. But I just love the character, mostly because, part of his name is a portmanteau of stray and cat, or his whole name is, I forgot which. I'm not brushed up on my Japanese. And I just love that the Chinese government hates this guy, because they think that his character, the way he is going to encourage, a subversion of culture, within mainland China, which I threw that in the video because I just found that so weird and interesting. But other than that, this game, I don't really get it. I'm very confused while playing it, and that's just kind of what makes it not very good. So, yeah. Number 16, we're given to Elder Scrolls Online. It's decent. It's just, another MMO, and that's what's kind of disappointing with it, because I get into some of these RPG series, like Knights of the Old Republic, Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy. MMO comes out, I get really excited, and it's just not that good. I haven't played Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn yet. I should. I've been beating myself up over not trying that game, and I'm sure it's great, because I've heard good things about it, but ESO, Star Wars: The Old Republic, all those MMOs have just done nothing but kind of been like, yeah, this is fun, it's really fun with some friends and do some quests, but compared to the single-player RPGs that it's a counterpart of, it's just not as good, so. Number 15, we have Star Force for the Famicom. This is a fun game. It's cheap, it's easy to pick up. You should go for it. And yeah. Number 14, we have Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. This is my copy for the Xbox. I have a copy of it on the GameCube. I have a copy of it on the PC. It's a good game. It is not that expensive to pick up. It's a good licensed game. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, it's very fun. Other than that, you know, it's kind of easy. It's not terribly engaging. But I think EA, you know, this was back in the era where they're actually trying with some of their sports games. So, I don't know. It was pretty good. I'm satisfied with it. So, that's what matters to me. Number 13, we're going to give to Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This game is very fun. Tends to not really stay consistent difficulty-wise, but it is still a very fun game on any console you can play it on. And there's a guy making kind of a sort of remake, remaster sort of deal for it right now, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty groovy. It's got kind of a cool F-Zero kind of feel, and so yeah. So number 12, we have Fae Tactics. A very fun game. It's made in Game Maker, and it's very impressive for that. It's a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics, a lot more like Final Fantasy Tactics than it is for a lot like Fire Emblem. But, you know, all three of those are strategy RPGs, and I can't help but think that I prefer the Fire Emblem games and Final Fantasy Tactics, mostly Final Fantasy Tactics, over Fae Tactics. I'm not saying Fae Tactics is bad, it's just, you know, there's games that I find more enthralling than Fae Tactics in the exact same genre. Though Fae Tactics is a lot of fun. I love the summoning system, I love the aesthetic, I love the world. It's cool. It's really, really cool. I love the creatures. Good designs. Genuinely just good game. Number 11, we have Dr. Mario. Fantastic puzzle game. I almost named this an essential title, but you'll see later why I didn't. You know, next month. But Dr. Mario is very good. One of my favorite puzzle games ever. It's just a good game. I'm really happy to have this in my collection. I had a lot of fun with it, so yeah. Number 10, this is when we get into the really good games, Mappy. One of my favorite arcade titles of all time. Adorable, fun game with an absolutely bumpin' soundtrack. You know, very, you know, kind of easygoing. Fairly simple, easy to understand, good Namco arcade title. And this is a great port of it too for the Famicom. And it's not that expensive. I have it boxed. And yeah, it wasn't that expensive boxed either. But yeah, cool, slick looking cartridge. Cool, slick looking game. That's what I say. For number 9, we have Distance. I love this game. It's so fun. It's so cool. It's so groovy and exciting, and I can't get enough of it. So, I mean, yeah, it's taking the number 9 spot. Number 8, we have Journey to Silius. Now, I did give this technically a lower score than I did some of the other games that are high, like more up earlier on the list. But the reason that I'm putting this so high now is that I've been playing it a little bit more, and it's genuinely just a very, very well-designed game. You know, I was kind of stressing between Mappy, Distance, and this on where to put, and I decided on this one. This one's really, really good. You know, fantastic, fun game with a great soundtrack, great sprite work, fantastic graphics. I mean, it takes a lot of confidence to just basically put a screenshot of your game right on the front cover. And so Journey to Silius, Silius, I don't know how to pronounce it. Fantastic game. I highly recommend picking it up if it's not too expensive. Otherwise, you can play it on NSO. So that's pretty cool. Oh, number 7, we have Blue Fire. Fantastic Souls-like, fun 3D platformer. I've heard it's a lot like Hollow Knight, although I haven't played a lot of Hollow Knight yet. So, I don't know. It's fun. If you like Souls-like games, you'll like it. If you don't like Souls-like games, you'll probably still like it, because it's a lot easier than a lot of Souls-like games. So, number 6, we got Later Alligator. Amazing game. Go and play it. I can't say much more. It's just cute. I love it. It makes me smile. It makes me laugh. It's a game that makes me happy whenever I play it. So, yeah. Number 5, we're given to InBento. It's another game that just makes me smile. It's like one of the few saving graces for mobile gaming for me, other than like ports from other consoles. It's a great game. It's been ported to Switch, apparently. It's on Steam. It's just a fun little, cute little puzzle game, and I just adore it. So, number 4, we have Stardew Valley. Play it. It's the best Harvest Moon game that isn't Harvest Moon. I don't know what else there is to say. It's just a fantastic game. I love it. So, yeah. Number 3, now this is where it got really hard for me to decide between these 3 right here. But number 3, we're given to Portal. Portal is a fantastic game. Just absolutely brilliant thing from Valve. And the guys that worked on Narbacular Drop, the original. Just fantastic gameplay concept. Fantastic story, fantastic atmosphere. Everything about it is just near perfect. Portal's an amazing game. Absolutely. Highly recommended. If you haven't played it yet, why? It's such a good game. It changed puzzle games forever. And so, yeah, it's getting the number 3 spot. Number 2, I'm going to have to give to the one essential title that we covered this month, and that is Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System or the Famicom. Now, I didn't explain what a essential title was in the video that I made for this, but basically, I believe that this game is necessary to be played by anyone who is planning on studying games, planning on publishing their opinions on games, planning to write about games, planning to make their own games. Everyone should play this game. This is somebody's copy. Apparently their name is like Sumiyoshi or something like that. But everyone should play this game. And if you haven't played this game yet, play it. And why haven't you played it yet? It's everywhere. It's so easy to get your hands on. It's on NSO. It's on Virtual Console. It's got like 1,400 million ports out there. This is a fantastic game. I highly recommend it. You should play it as soon as possible. Finally, we come to number 1, which is, you should already know by now, Breath of the Wild. This has quickly become not only one of my favorite Zelda game, but one of my favorite games of all time. Everything that people told me that was wrong with it before I picked up this game, I ended up liking a lot of those features, particularly the durability system, which I may be making an essay on soon. And I don't know, I just really like this game. It's just a blast to play through. The soundtrack's amazing. The exploration just takes me way back to playing Oblivion for the first time, way back to playing Skyrim for the first time back in 2011, way back to playing, pretty much any open world game I remember playing. It takes me back. And I love that it harkens back to the design of the very first Zelda game, where it was a lot more about exploration, finding your way through secrets and stuff like that. Well, Zelda's always had secrets and puzzles and stuff like that. This game really brought back the exploration, the secrets, the having to think on your feet, the having to, that kind of stuff. That was present in the very first game, but because of technical limitations, it wasn't nearly as robust as this. This is just a great game. Every time I pick it up, there's a different gameplay experience every single time. Just awesome game. I love it. And I don't care what anyone says. This is a 10 out of 10 game right here. Fantastic. I'm not naming it an essential title yet. But it's a very good game. Very, very fantastic. This is a new gold standard for Zelda games, in my opinion. Before it was Ocarina of Time. Before that it was Link to the Past. Now it's Breath of the Wild. So, gotta love it. But anyways, yeah. That's it for the backlog this month. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't really care. It's just so that I can get that last episode out. And I can take my little week off of doing the backlog, and I can relax and stuff like that. Yeah, but I will see you guys next week, and yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I just have a couple announcements at the end of this to kind of go over, and the first is that Latter-day Cinema, that series is being moved over to my very, very personal channel, and the week or the day that I do upload a video, the next Latter-day Cinema over there, it will be in the end slide of like 3 or 4 videos for that week to make sure anyone who wants to get there gets there, and that channel will be advertised there. But if you go into my channel, you'll see all my extra channels, and I'm moving Get a Life, which is an old series that I was going to start like 2 years ago. That's getting its own channel, and then this channel is just going to be focused on game reviews, game design essays, gaming type stuff, and Moon's Time Machine, because, you know, why not throw in some tech with the gaming? So this channel is going to be a lot more focused, and I'm just going to open up more channels for my other stuff but this is going to be the one consistently uploaded channel. Everything else is just kind of going to be as it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, you know, what games that I reviewed this month that you've played, what you think about them. I would love to hear what you guys think of games like Journey to Silius, or the Doraemon Famicom game, or Mappy, or something like that. Some of those obscure titles that I don't think get talked about enough. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. So yeah, see you guys on the flip side. Peace.